I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Melinda Cook.
Here.
Kathy Altensee.
Here.
Joy Sellers. Kevin McElwain, who's probably going to be late.
Yeah.
And Patrick Sellers.
Here.
He said, and Patrick Sellers, like that really didn't mean anything.
That means a lot. Okay. The first order of business is the approval of minutes for the April 4th, 2022 meeting. I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Cook. Please take a look at the minutes if you haven't done so already.
I don't think I have those two, Barb.
You don't have what?
Those two.
Okay, they could be here. Here, because I had an extra, so they could be there.
Okay.
Are there any questions on the minutes?
No.
I'm sorry. That's okay.
Who was can I ask a question? Who was the town clerk drew the name of the first recipient?
I did.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
I'm the town clerk.
Oh, okay.
No, who won?
Yeah.
Yancy.
Oh, Yancey Ship.
Yancy.
Oh,
Ship
okay. Okay. That's what I was asking.
I didn't put that in the minutes.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then this goes together.
We're on the minutes approval, Mr.
Yeah.
Just in time for the action.
This is the resolution 2022.
What was the change? Oh, I'm sorry, go still.
No, I'm not talking. I'm trying to get my stuff in order.
What was the change from the first minutes that went out? I must have missed it.
I didn't send him out. I only sent out one after Michael got a hold of him, and I waited for him to tear him up, and then Liz looked at him, and Mater looked at him, and Patrick looked at him, and then I after, huh?
I thought the revision went out. Just
Yeah, that was the revision. The last one you got was the revised.
Okay. Oh yeah, just say what changed?
Oh, spelling, verbiage,
Okay.
nothing
Gotcha.
to change the
All right.
meat of the thing.
Oh yeah, I thought I looked at it. I'm like, this is.
Because
this
one of
seems
the things
really
that changed that Mike wanted me to know what time you got here.
Gotcha.
So that was one of the things, because I wasn't sure
Gotcha.
how to deal with that. So
Gotcha.
that's one of the things that he included
Okay.
in there, so.
All right, cool.
And occasionally, for some reason, there'll be a red period.
Yeah, I know, because I did forget to change it, I didn't see it, so,
Well, and
yeah.
yeah, it's,
That's Mike's handiwork.
All right.
Are there any more questions on the minutes, trustees?
I don't have any.
All righty. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All righty. Motion passes. The next order of business is approval of bills payable. And then motion and second, please.
so moved.
Second.
All right. Motion by Alden, second by Sellers. Please look by
McElwain.
McElwain. Please take a look at the bills payable, trustees.
Quick question.
Yes.
There they are.
So there's a lot more this month.
Mm-hmm.
What's the scoop?
The scoop is.
My question's along the same lines. Can I just jump on?
Go for it.
We haven't had a client count in a while.
I'll give it to you
I
guys.
also had the same
Mm-hmm.
idea. There's like
Yes.
17
Mm-hmm.
Goodwill.
Yep. I'll get you guys a client count.
Get the
Um,
average one.
Our we're getting more
Wow.
action in our office. More people are starting to call and come in for applications. So we may see an increase in our numbers. I don't know for sure, exactly for sure. If we're going to see an increase, we may. But I'll have a client count for you guys at the next meeting. How many active clients we have, and how many clients were terminated, because that happens too.
Gotcha.
So I'll have a client count for you guys at the next meeting.
And the bills payable, it's always, from the
It
first week,
fluctuates,
like say it's the first
Look under
5 days
your stuff.
of
The
the
bills
month.
payable was
It's
the
hardly
last, very
anything.
end of the.
And then the next one will have like
This is-
rent,
Right.
utilities,
Right.
and whatever they have left over.
So,
That's the agreement for that.
are there any more questions
Is it
on
the
claims and
last
demands,
thing on your
trustees?
li- on your
What is
group?
going on over here? What is going on over here?
No,
what
I'm
is it?
sorry,
you
I
go.
can't find my
There you
bills
go.
payable. I had too many pieces of paper sitting over here.
You got as many as everybody else did.
So,
It is a lot. I sorted mine all out.
so what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
take a look.
Okay,
See
I'm
if
looking.
you have any questions, we can
Okay.
we can hold up. Let you take a
Okay,
look.
yeah, 'cause I couldn't find it. I'm sorry.
It was way too much going on over here on
Yeah,
this side of the table.
and I'm sorry.
What's going on? So that's,
I was trying to be
Let's take
quiet,
it
but
out.
I'm like, I don't know what y'all. Okay,
It's okay if you talk to yourself.
thank you, thank you. You don't pay to take a vacation, do it?
I'll go with you next time.
Such a true statement.
You get off beat.
Your mental health. is
Yeah. But dang, look what I gotta come back to.
that's right.
Well, Pat, that means you ain't going, right?
When?
The end of the month.
Oh yeah, I'm going. Yes, yes.
You only turned 50 once,
Yeah, I haven't
right?
had a vacation, man, in 9 years, 8 years, 9 years. So it's time for me to take one, I think. Won't be going long, trust me. I'll be back.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay. Oh yeah, well you got a lot of goodwill.
Yep.
Okay. Cool, that goodwill.
Yep.
Now these, can I ask the question on, I know you said, cause Melinda had asked the question on, we haven't had a count. And you said, yeah, we have been getting clients coming in asking questions. Are these, people you've never seen before? Are these people that are just trying to come back and say, hey, I'm gonna,
It is a mixture of both.
okay.
We are seeing new people that we haven't seen before. I just got up here and they told me to come here. Well, did they tell you everything that happens when you come up here? And what we're going to require of you when you come up here. So we make sure that we are supplying them with all applications and all necessary information that will help them get to the point where if they are eligible for assistance, we give them assistance. But we also make it clear that we have expectations of them. That we require of them in order to get assistance and to continue to get assistance from us. So we make that message as clear as possible. So, yes.
How do you handle it, especially at tax time when people are getting their returns and?
Well, a lot of our clients aren't working.
Yeah.
But
So
I
they're
mean,
not
if they had
really
some income,
getting-
are you saying?
Yeah. No. Well, you can't
You can't use,
go against their return.
Okay.
So if they get a tax
Because that's the
return,
government telling you, you made no money, let's give you
right,
some back.
right.
right.
Yeah.
So you really can't go. I really can't hold that against them.
And they're saying that
So
the IRS is still working on federal returns from last year.
yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
we had ours done
Yes.
beginning of March, and the state tax came back like in 10 days.
But we also have any change in circumstance, you have to let us know within 5 business days. So if you get if you inherit $100,000, you may want to let us know within 5 days that
But
you
that's
did
a
that.
gift,
So
right?
no,
Up
not
to a certain
necessarily.
amount is a
Yeah.
gift. 100,000 is
Yeah.
definitely reportable.
Here's how it works. You are, well, we've had this before. A person inherited a lump sum of money, and you are not eligible for township assistance. for however long that 245 is divided into that lump sum money that you have. So we had one guy who's not eligible for township assistance man for 15 years. Because that's how much money he got in a lump sum, and that's how general assistance operates.
And he had the gall to come. Never mind.
He had to go to what?
Come to township and ask for help
Well,
after he got
He was
there.
already on township.
No, he's already on township, and he told us the
Oh,
circumstance.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
glad he did that because, you know. So what you don't want to do is receive township assistance, and you got this, and you didn't tell us, and we find out. Now you're frauding the system, and that's a whole nother ball of wax that you got to deal with. So.
Do you also have, I don't know if it's legal, I don't know, Mike's not here, but you know too, of what are we seeing in the age difference in some of the clients that we're getting? Are we getting, you know, a lot of young people that, you know, there are jobs out there that they could do, but hey, this is a little easier, and plus or are we?
At first, we were. I say back in 2017, 18, we were seeing kids fresh out of high school coming to Freeport Township.
Oh my God.
And so, you know, we would have conversations and tell them, hey, you know, you guys, you know, although you are eligible to receive Freeport Township, and you are eligible, and we will give you that assistance, but we need you to actively search for employment. And so that's why we have our employment component to the assistance. And a lot of young people who have come in, they just want to get out of their parents' household, you know, and that's what we're seeing a lot of. We haven't seen that a whole lot as of right now. What we are seeing now, people that are coming in, like I said, coming into town and being told, you know, stop at township, they can help, or they told me to come here. I don't know who they are, but they tell people to come here a whole lot, and that's fine. There's really not a age thing.
Okay.
You know, we see them from all ages. We're seeing more people that are in their late 20s to mid 30s. We're seeing more of people like that coming in where they come into town and they need assistance, or we get more and more calls now saying, can you help us find a place to stay? Can you help us find a job? Can you help us? That's not what we do. We don't help people find places to stay.
Right.
We don't help you find jobs. We put you in position to where you can help yourself. You know, so you have to do job searches while you're with us. You got to go on to Workforce Connections. We're putting you in a position where you can find employment. We don't go out and find employment for people. We don't do that. And we have to explain that daily to people. You know, or we get the phone calls. You know, I'm behind in my rent. Can you help us? Okay. You have to become a client. Well, I need help right now. Well, you have to become a client. That can take up to 30 days. We have a process that we go through. And then we ask, how far are you behind? Well, I'm $6,000 or $7,000 behind.
Wow.
Well,
How you get that?
yeah, we don't pay for people's rent that's in arrears. We don't do that.
Right.
So, but there's other organizations in town that we can connect them with that will help with that. But that's not something that we do.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Questions on claims and demands, trustees? No. No?
I already asked it.
Okay. Going once? Going twice? Going. Okay, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Cook,
Yeah, yes.
Altensee,
Aye.
McElwain,
Aye.
Sellers,
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye. Motion carries. The next
Say
order.
Cook?
I
Yes.
did.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She was the first
This
one
first
I
one.
called.
I was.
No, I said Cook, then Altensee.
Yes.
Never mind.
The next order of business,
Watch
trustees.
those paint fumes.
Yeah, the next order of business, trustees, is the approval of ordinance 2022-TO-01 of the budget and appropriation ordinance for fiscal year 2022-2023. We've had our motion and our second. We've had discussion. Is there any questions? Did you guys get my email that I sent? Did
Do you have this? I have two of them.
What's that? What
I
is
have two of them
that?
too.
What is that? What is that?
Okay.
Oh, you
I
got
turned them
two?
upside down.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have one. I told y'all my paperwork ain't right. Y'all got me,
Let me help Joy out.
Thank you. I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Nate,
gotta
do
help
you
Joy
need
out.
one?
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I got this one. I don't have that.
How do you not have that?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Liz said she made copies, but
Here, you can have mine. No, no, no.
Yeah, I'm looking. No, I'm gonna look here because yours got yellow on
Yeah,
it.
'cause I-
Me
'cause
and
I-
Madel, we don't mind.
I mean-
we kind of,
Yeah.
you
Did
guys, this, let me explain something, Patrick, before you, this one page, that I gave you, no,
No?
just a second, let me find it here.
Look at it.
This page,
Let me
this
see.
is what she changed, this is the
Yeah.
line item transfer.
Right
Never
here.
mind, we never had this conversation.
Right.
Okay.
We haven't gotten to
I
that
got,
point yet.
okay.
Works for me.
All right.
We listen.
All right. Did you guys get my email?
Yes.
Yes.
You didn't, huh? Okay.
I'm sorry. Maybe it didn't come through.
Which
Okay.
email?
Huh?
About this?
About the line item transfer and
Yes.
about we added $30,000 more to our grant line.
Wait, are we discussing that right now?
Yes.
The budget? We're talking about the budget.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The grant, so the addition, it had been minus 75,000. Now it's plus 30,000.
Uh-huh.
Correct. And the reasoning is to potentially fund security cameras for the Freeport Police Department.
Yep.
So I am challenged by that.
Mm-hmm.
The Freeport Police Department is well funded. I'm also challenged by excessive security cameras everywhere. I've watched a lot
Trustee
of
Cook.
things.
Trustee Cook. We're having a lot of people getting shot and
Yes,
killed in our
that
community.
may be, and
we have
they-
to do something.
They should use all of the things, all of the fines and fees, because I recently read that, like, their budget, they have a lot of money and are well funded, well paid, and should have their own funds for such purposes.
Okay.
They should work out their budget in a way that allows for that. I
Okay.
don't feel like that's any business of township.
I
Okay.
agree with you.
Pat,
Yes.
I'm telling you, when did you send it? Do you know? Because I'm
I
saying,
sent it
I don't
last-
remember. If I would have saw something from,
I sent it last week.
Yeah.
oh, well, I really ain't get it. I ain't see it.
It's all right.
Well, as long
Okay,
as
I'm
you-
sorry.
It's sent to the township email address, so.
Right.
Yeah, but I still, if it says township, it'll say, whatever. I'm sorry, it didn't, unless I saw township, no, I didn't. That's okay, I'll share. But, in a way, I can say that I do understand what you're saying, that they do have money and they need to use their money and you know, they complain about the word defund, but it's not that we're saying defund, we're just saying
Work your budget.
work your budget and you might, like we're working
So
hours.
those military vehicles, perhaps.
Yeah, all them different trucks and fancy cars. What you need with a truck? But anyway,
Or like
I'm
that
just
Escalade
saying,
they just posted for
right,
sale.
but I understand it. But then I also understand the side where what Pat's talking about with we also have to show a concern in our community too with township, and we have the money to also let the people see that, hey, they're not doing it, but they're doing it, and it also makes them look like you wouldn't even do it, but they're doing it. You know what I mean? Somebody, we have to put some kind of security in our community that not only the police department, but city. The city's got money that they're wasting, you know, doing whatever. But so I can see where somebody has to step up to the plate and say, you know what, we'll do it. Just like how we're helping all these different organizations. We're stepping up to the plate and we're saying, hey, you don't, you know, you're not giving anything to help the VA, but you know what, we will. You're not doing anything to help senior citizens, but we will. You're not doing anything to help people with their water bills, but we will. So if nobody is willing to step up and say, you know what, I don't care what they do, we have the money, let's show a voice in our community, in our leadership to say, we'll do it. It also makes township look like we're doing something, and I totally agree with you. You got the money, but it also will make a stance and make a even louder voice for township. That's what I feel. You know what I mean?
And
I
the
mean-
average, let's say a Ring doorbell, okay?
Uh-huh.
Our neighbor has
Yeah.
one.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, how much are they? And
Yeah.
they were over $2,000 to install that. And you have a video, you know, and you can see little critters going behind your house and
2,000?
everything in the middle of the
Holy
night.
smokes.
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't be that expensive. Everybody has them on.
Yeah, because
Joan has one, and she's got one that she can see out front.
We do too.
See out back.
but they don't cost that much. But I'm just saying, I do
And that was a
understand what you're
couple
saying
years
about the
ago.
money. I totally do. But I'm saying, if we've got the money and we can make our voice on township even a little louder on we're trying to do something, that's the only reason why I feel, hey, somebody got to step up to the plate. We can't keep just letting,
This may be, but like,
it's kind of like this. Why should you get to keep your money and I got to spend my money? Is that what you're trying to?
no, I just.
You don't like
I
the
can't-
cameras.
That is a problem too. Like I've watched. There's the then we are living in like a real police state, and there are cameras everywhere. If there's a camera everywhere you go, like just that's like a, I don't know. It feels like a privacy violation. It's just like I'm riding my bike out in the world. I don't like the feeling of being watched all the time. It's weird. The more.
But what if you were riding your bike and somebody pulled on the side of you and they snatched you and you're gone?
I hope I would be in a high crime area. I guess.
But I'm just saying, it doesn't
don't-
mean just high crime. It's
That's where they're gonna
happening
put
in-
them.
Right.
That's how Chicago uses them.
But
It's
they
all
have
over
cameras.
Freeport,
Hey, I
though.
was in Chino, California, and they had cameras up on
Very-
different things, and that was a very, very nice neighborhood. But I'm just saying, it's not just because I'm looking at, I don't want nobody to see what I'm doing, and it's also to help stop, you know, the killings and the abductions and the, you know, different things like that.
I don't
mean,
know.
It's twofold.
And the
I think
drug
we're a little
dealing.
Yep.
along the same lines. I think we're a little misdirected because there's like a lot. Like we tend to focus on like the like gangy crimes and things like that, but there's a lot of things going on that are not that a camera is not going to do anything about. The
What?
teacher that is sending messages to a student or whatever, like those things. There's just like a lot of other stuff happening and a lot of other reasons. I can't justify. It just doesn't seem like township in a place where it is not coterminous. Like we have the city of Freeport, and like they fund the police department, correct? And is there a tax levy for the police department, like there's
For
the
their
VA?
retirement.
But
And
how
the
are
fire
there?
department's
What funds are?
retirement.
It's from the
From
city
the gas
budget.
tax.
What about the fines and fees? Where does that go?
Well,
What
good
does that
luck in
fund?
collecting them, first of
Yeah.
all.
Last time I read their budget, it looked like they had collected quite a few. I don't know, but I just.
I
it's-
totally agree.
And I think about the school district too. Like the school district, like the real way to solve crime is like give people better options, give people better starts, and like the school district is the way less funded than the
That's
police department. Like the salaries of teachers and everything surrounding that, and the amount of people they serve directly every day. And I just
But
can't.
the school district get most of the.
Yes, because they're essentially providing daycare to all children in the city of Freeport, and they're every day. As when I was a teacher, I was serving directly like 200 kids a day, whereas like a police officer could go a whole day without even engaging a single citizen,
But that's totally.
and they get paid twice as much. Literally twice as much as starting
But-
salary. They are not required to have degrees or master's degrees or doctoral degrees, and
They
I'm
gotta
just
have
challenged
some
by
kind-
this.
yeah, but they
go
have that-
through police
Right.
academy
They
training,
got-
which is not
and their
anywhere
life is
near-
on the line.
Okay.
Your life's on the line as a teacher too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Bring it
got,
back a little
yeah,
bit.
Yeah,
please.
right.
I'm challenged
Yeah.
by this highly.
I think I understand totally about the city having money. Clearly, they're about to dump $3 million on Chicago Street.
Yeah.
That's
which is a
disgusting.
benefit.
Don't even
For what?
They're about to
On
dump
Chicago
$3 million
Street.
or so on Chicago Street, which isn't going to benefit.
Oh, for the
anyone
like.
The
for the
bikes
new
and-
sidewalk stuff. So,
Yeah.
It's not going to benefit it.
so it was very clear the city has the money. I think unfortunately, we know the city will not do what's necessary for all of Freeport to reduce this crime.
Right.
They rather blame Prisker and the crime bill than look at how they're gonna resolve the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Now Freeport is also very apathetic, the community.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be blunt, they're lazy. The community does not stand up for themselves and be vocal publicly and push the city to do things, to take care of things in the city. So between the city not going to do it and the people who live in these communities not going to fight for themselves for what they need, someone needs to step up and provide it. So that's where I kind of see this is doing. I mean, to me, the cameras are a way to help fight the crime because you have, people don't talk. You know, people know who's doing these shootings,
Right.
but nobody talks.
And by the time you call the police, 911, and tell them where it's at,
It is
where
late.
it's happening, you know, corner of Stewart and American a couple years ago.
But it's not just that though. I mean, it's like, but
Then they get there,
yeah, I mean, clearly the people are gone.
and it's all done.
But people don't talk and say, people know who's doing it, but no one says anything. So without people talking, without knowing that Freeport is not gonna do anything, just leave it up to them, the cameras are a way that can probably hopefully force the action. If the person doing the shooting is caught on the camera, they can get the person. Because, let's just face it. people
If
talk
cameras
shit.
are only in a specific spot though, then that stuff is probably going to change locations. Like the activity is not gonna, like messy stuff like that. People notice when there are cameras around and change their behavior when they see a camera. Don't you think? Generally, like
I don't
you
pay
might,
that much
like
attention.
you don't notice like anywhere you go, you don't notice
I mean,
cameras.
but that's
and then,
how a lot of crimes are solved because they were able to see a camera from somebody else's building, and they were able to get them. So it's both ways, and I guess you know everybody has their own point of view and whatever, but it's also a way for township to show that we care and we're trying to do. We can't do it all, but we're trying to do something. That's what I'm. That's how I view it. But I understand your concern on the other issues and the other money and all that. But that's totally different from what we're talking about.
We
You
have to
think?
face the harsh reality that things that are happening inside the city of Freeport are happening inside the Freeport Township. It's happening inside the Freeport Township.
but
And it
but
doesn't
why?
have to be a certain
It's
side
happening
of
inside the
town
Freeport
either.
Township. But why?
Yes, but why? What is? Because like, is policing that harder going to solve that problem, or is it just going to like?
Policing harder. We're not talking about policing
Putting
harder.
cameras
We're not
in,
talking about
it's-
policing harder. We're talking about policing smarter.
We're doing, it's why is for the two reasons he said. The city isn't doing their job, and there's a lot of apathy.
But I do understand. I understand. I understand your frustration. I do. It's just a potential. It's a thought, guys, okay? They have to provide us with a proposal and all that stuff. So just keep an open
Okay,
mind.
so can I ask this question?
Yes, trust
So
yourself.
are they coming to you and asking for the money, or we as Freeport Township
This.
is saying, or is it the community in a need and we're saying, you know what, we'll do it,
Yes.
or are they coming to us
No,
saying, will you do it?
No,
Okay.
one thing about us, what we do, we find gaps and we try to fill those gaps. We find problems and we try to solve the problems. We try to, it's what we try to do. Okay, this is something that's an ongoing problem and it's getting progressively worse every single year. We had the worst year as far as crime and shooting last year
innocent
we've had
people.
in the history of our city.
And innocent
When we have 16-year-old children being shot and killed on their front porch on a Sunday,
daylight.
broad daylight, we got a problem, guys.
Yeah.
We are a rural community, true enough, but we have serious urban issues here. We do. And we can deny
gonna
all
get
we
worse.
want, but it's not going to go away unless we do something about it. That's just my
And
thought.
at one time, there were cameras out.
Yes.
There were cameras
Yes.
out in the city.
Yes.
I'm going to say probably in the 90s.
Yes.
we had cameras.
Yes.
Especially
went?
intersections. and-
Yeah, but where did they
Traffic
go?
cameras?
No, we had crime
We had
cameras.
security cameras.
What happened to him?
Oh,
Well,
I don't know.
The problem is this: you can no longer use ComEd's power on those poles.
Oh,
They don't allow it anymore. It's not allowed. And I was told this by the chief, and I called ComEd myself, our representative for this region. He said, yes, that's true. Cannot use our power on our poles anymore. Okay. It's just
On a separate note, I'm very keen on the idea of upping the potential grant funding
Okay.
for township, but like that there makes me think like, wow, wouldn't it be great if we funded like a local Wi-Fi network that worked for everyone? Wow, that'd be great. That'd be really charitable and really help everybody out. I mean, I don't know what the funding on that is, but I just think I can't.
I understand. I understand.
so question for
Yes.
my purposes. She's including that in this budget.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if
So the thing about it is this: the increase of the program line is for the potential of us potentially buying cameras for the police department. That's if we say yes, or if we say no, then it doesn't happen. That's how it works.
But maybe some other grant-based need might come.
Could be.
But so how did we even come up with this? Where I know we have the problem in our community, but you said when they bring you the proposal, who?
The police department.
Oh, so they came to you and
No,
asked
no, no,
you.
no, no,
oh,
no, no,
what?
no, 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 no.
What?
We saw the problem. We said, hey, this is something that we could potentially do. But you got to provide us a proposal. We're not doing all the work for it. And the way I see it, if we say yes, we send the check right to the vendor. Right?
Oh, yeah.
To the vendor.
Definitely police
not.
department.
Exactly. So and I know that's pretty.
I thought about something.
Oh.
How much money are we talking about?
I think
As-
you had 30,000.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't know. We're gonna see what they propose. I know that if they're going to have solar powered camera, since we can't use ComEd's, they're gonna be expensive. If we could do 6 as a pilot, just see how it goes, see how it works,
And do you have specific areas that you're worried about?
Right now, it's all over.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
There's yes. Well, the thing about it is, we do have areas that are hotbeds. We do.
Like Cherokee Hills, right?
Turkey Hills? Where's that?
Cherokee.
No.
Cherokee. Oh, I thought she said Turkey Hills.
No. I understand.
Out on like
No.
Woodside Drive?
No.
White
No.
Collar.
If you
Oh, it's probably is. But.
if you I've taken the liberty of doing a lot of crime mapping myself, and it took a lot of time. It took a lot of information, and I got a map, and I started mapping down things that were going on. And when you look at it, it's alarming what you see. Very alarming. From 2016 and 17 up until now, it's very alarming what you see. You can see the progression. It's a steady progression.
And then another thing that just hit me to even just think about it, if that's the progression that we're seeing, and now we're talking about we're getting people coming in saying, hey, they told me to come here. Like Pat said, who is they, first of
Right.
all?
Yeah.
And then, why are you coming here? For what reason? You know? So we have to also look at that to turn something that was bad somewhere else to they bring it here, and now we've got something that we probably could have stopped.
I think that we have, my whole life in Freeport, people are always like, oh, the Chicago problems are coming to Freeport. And it's like, well, life is hard in Chicago, and like rent's expensive, and like you can't blame someone. Like people are allowed to move freely to a place where they think they might find greener pastures, and like
totally agree.
they might come here with nothing, and maybe not have like maybe their connection is someone nefarious, perhaps whatever. But like we can't be kind of like fearful of outsiders or pushing outsiders away. Like we should be open-minded to like, and they did that. Anyone can live in Freeport.
Absolutely.
Who wants
Right,
to?
right.
And whatever. And like maybe and we can't be mad at people for looking
No.
for better places.
No,
And that's not what we're saying. That's great.
Sorry.
If you could leave anywhere and go somewhere and make your life better, great. But if you come in here for some BS, that's a whole nother story.
Maybe that's how you got here, though.
What?
Maybe
Well,
like
from
maybe
some-
you can't. Maybe that was your connection point. You got a cousin who lives in Freeport, and they're like, it's pretty all right here, and that's how they get here, and that's their connection. But maybe they're
That's
trying
not
to get
what
away.
I'm saying you coming here, bringing whatever you couldn't make it where you were, so now you're bringing it here. And if we don't put a cap on, and I'm not stopping anybody from wanting to change their life, but we're just saying, come. But we got something out here looking at you too, because we like peace.
Well, here's the thing. We've had multiple people come to Freeport Township from Chicago saying, I'm moving back to Chicago. This is no better here. It's no better here. I mean,
The housing is no better.
And no. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about the violence. The lady
The
stayed on
housing.
Liberty Street and told me she said it was shooting over there so bad she had to pull her daughter in the house. We're moving back to Chicago. Come on. We're too small for that, guys.
I got a liquor girl talking about she moving back to Chicago.
We're too small for that.
It's a real eye opener when, Ben went to college, and then after that he lived and worked for Pritzker for 5 years in Chicago. When you are growing up in a smaller town like we did, and then all of a sudden you go off to college, and after that you live in Chicago, and it's $1,000 a month for a studio apartment, and you can't have a car in Chicago unless you want to pay that fee. It was a big eye opener for him, and it could have taken him down, but he left, and now he's up in Wisconsin and doing really well, but I would never want to maneuver around Chicago on a daily basis, just because I'm not used to that.
Well, I'm saying go ahead, Calvin.
Yeah, I just thought of something. Is the security camera? I mean, I like that idea, but I'm wondering if there's an opportunity to do something even more that might have a bigger impact.
What is that?
Because that could be just like an easy out for the police department to say, well, we put up cameras. Could that, we're talking 30,000 or something like that, is there other things that could fund that might have a bigger impact? Like I'm thinking, there's monies out there now for community policing. If our money plus if they would force them to look into other sources to get community policing started, because right now they're saying we don't have enough money for it. Well, if township is willing to put some money on the table for it, and they find other resources for it, because I think there's money available from the state now for programs like that.
Like matching.
Yeah, because community policing will be a big step in probably helping get this crime under control, or something. I mean, that's probably something more powerful. than cameras.
Cultural change
Can I
too.
tell you something? What's even more important than that is the willingness to do it.
Yeah.
We got to have the willingness to do it, because they can say all they want. Well, I was told that, well, the grant doesn't exist anymore. Yes, the grant still exists, because I know what it is. It's the Burn Justice Institute. They have the grant, so I know what the grant is. So it's the willingness to do it. We can say, hey, we'll match the grant all you want for community policing. They don't go after the grant.
Right.
Right.
See, putting up cameras, it's once and done. What you're suggesting is an ongoing thing.
So it's just
Yeah.
it was
That
just
takes more work.
Guys, listen. It's I brought it to you guys.
We can think about it.
Think about it. Vote yes or no. But the fact of the matter is this: whether we vote yes or whether we vote no,
Summer coming.
summer's coming, and this is not gonna stop. That's just my 2 cents. So now, we got a budget that we got to vote on, okay? Because I got another meeting to go to tonight.
Oh, not only that, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm still in the time zone.
right. So if there are any questions about the budget, let me know. Any questions about the budget?
I don't have any.
Madam Clerk, do me the honor to call the roll, please.
Thank you.
Cook,
Yes.
Altensee,
Aye.
Sellers,
Aye.
McElwain,
Aye.
Supervisor Sellers.
Aye.
Okay, motion.
Motion carries. Okay.
Oh, this is next.
The next order of business, let us all help Joy out.
I got it.
You got it?
I
Okay.
made it help.
The next order of business, the approval of Resolution 22-TR-01, authorizing the assessor of the town of Freeport to sign an agreement with JRM Consulting Incorporated for a license to utilize JMR's computer-assisted mass appraisal CAMA software. That was a mouthful.
Now that's the one.
I didn't.
that
Jerem,
you-
CM.
Right. Do we have a motion and a second for that? Or we did already? No.
No, we
We need a
didn't.
motion and a second for that.
Second.
All right. Motion by
Okay,
McElwain, second by
McElwain.
Sellers. All right.
Okay.
Take a look at the.
So she's finally
Pulled the trigger.
Pull the
she
trigger.
finally pulled the trigger.
It's good to have a really considered purchase
Yes,
for big ticket items. No impulse purchases.
that's right. Nope.
It depends what it is for me.
Shoes.
Okay. Now what do we?
You guys have any?
I ain't got no questions.
Whereas,
I told her a long time ago to
Oh,
take it.
so,
Yeah, because, yeah, we've kind of.
We've discussed.
okay,
Yeah, and she did her research.
Like,
okay,
She
well,
did her research.
Madam Clerk,
Called her.
please call the roll.
Cook,
yes.
Altensee,
Aye.
Sellers,
Aye.
McElwain,
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye. Motion carries.
Yes.
The next order of business is the approval of Resolution 22-TR-02, line item transfer.
Oh, that went with this?
Oh, goodness, Joe.
Shh. Sorry. I'm listening to you. I'm just trying to. Oh, that's
Oh, so moved.
Second.
All right. Can we have this explained as well as it is? Because I was trying to read through it and I'm just like, okay, I'm pretty sure it's probably a simple explanation.
It's this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
So all this was for that.
This is the legalese of
Yes,
this.
of that, right.
Okay, all right, that's what I was trying to, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So.
So you need an explanation of what that,
Well, if that's it, I'm good.
Yeah,
If
that's
all
it.
this was for that, okay.
This is the attorney's language.
Yeah.
This?
Okay.
that's the Mike Phillips special right there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got all of this. See, Maynard even said I got a bunch of copies. Y'all really missed me, didn't you?
No. Yeah. No. No.
We did.
Bring joy
Joy.
to the meeting.
Yeah, no, we did not.
Oh,
That's just
okay.
it in a nutshell.
Okay. I don't know where it is. Barb, look at the trees you killed, Barb.
Well, if you would read your stuff.
Earth Month, I hear.
All right, it's Earth Month, guys.
Oh, here it is. Was the last page. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Oh, are we good? Hold on, let me let Joy read it. Let me let Joy.
Oh, so who got the promotion and what was the promotion for? What was the position change?
It was in Maida's
It
office.
was, yeah, it was, doing more of the commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
I don't know if I can say the name on the floor,
Ah, gotcha.
No.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
but it was somebody within the office.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay, I'm cool.
Okay. Are there any more questions for the line item transfer? Line item transfer? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Cook.
Yep.
Altensee.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
McElwain. Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Motion passes. The next order of business is the supervisor report. I have the expenditure of the budget report to hand out to the board. Some more paperwork for you guys.
Please.
More paperwork. Okay, good
I'm gonna do a
paperwork here.
bonfire tonight.
There we go. More paperwork. And hand this out. Please hand this around to the rest of the trustees. Thing, please.
You have this meeting?
I didn't have, do you have an extra?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I also have the statements of economic interest. Now,
I have a question.
well, tonight, well, Mike may ask you questions, but tonight, trustees, I have invited a lot of the township supervisors from around our county, and Mike's going to do a tutorial on this for the supervisors this evening.
And then you'll come and
And then
Tell
I'll
us
and then I'll come and tell y'all. Yeah, nah. Let
better.
you guys.
Why
fend
you
for
didn't invite
yourselves.
us?
yeah, I wasn't aware of
You
this.
guys, yeah, you guys are invited. That was the invite right there. I
Yeah,
forget,
right.
guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just-
My
I get.
schedule is already full.
I'm sorry.
I'm
guys.
Kelvin, Melinda? I did, and they all have it.
Oh, that's Melinda.
That's
right there?
Melinda's.
I went the wrong way. Sorry. Here you go.
This
I'm
is
making-
Joy.
that's-
So I should not sign this until.
You may want to hold on for a minute.
Yeah.
This is a lot more than what you.
Whoa, wait a
And
minute. I
this, you have
got
this whole
Wow.
packet.
too many, don't I? What
Couldn't
is
they
this?
do a font increase?
I got too many.
Who else you got another
Size
one
6.
of?
Nobody. They don't have a name, but they gave me extra ones, I guess. Okay.
Right, just in case.
Just in case.
Somebody messed up.
Yeah, in case somebody messed up. I wonder who that somebody
That was an evil laugh.
would be. Okay. I hand that out there. Okay. The next one is the assessors report.
I just want to say thank you for making the process of getting a new software program much easier than it could have been.
You
I
so
appreciate
deserved
it.
it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was.
Other than me.
Other than Mike. 'cause
Well, it's not gonna be
we
on
had to
this.
go over the legalese part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was,
But she could have been done a long time ago. We kept telling her which one to take.
I still had to wait for the budget to get
Oh,
passed,
okay.
so.
Right.
You're welcome.
Other than that, I have nothing else to report.
All righty.
Whew.
Next one is the trustees report. Trustees, anyone?
So what did you talk about at the town hall meeting?
what was on the agenda?
I don't know.
It was quite brief.
Well, you got the agenda.
I have. It was very, very brief. What I spoke about.
I got it in an email.
You guys had to approve the agenda a month before the meeting.
Oh,
So
girl,
you
I
all
can't
had-
think about something that happened a month ago. I can't even figure out what's going on right here in front of me.
Yeah,
I guess not.
I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that.
I can't take too many
It was just,
vacations,
it was
yeah.
your typical normal
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
meeting.
Okay.
The only exciting thing is Bob donated $500 to Boys and Girls Club.
And the
wow.
Yancey receiving.
Yancey.
And
Okay,
Yancey Ship
okay.
received his,
Okay.
yep.
Okay,
So-
well, that's good, that's nice. We had a nice crowd.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Minimal.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, all 10 of us were there.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
All righty.
That's about it.
Trustees, anything else from the trustees? No. Okay, next up is public comment.
Uh-oh.
when is this due?
Huh?
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Uh-oh, that's in a
Can I write
couple
that
weeks.
on it?
You may not want to do that.
You can write that. I don't
You may
care.
not want to do that.
I write 5, 2.
Yeah, that's
You may
fine.
not want to do it in pencil. Do it in pencil.
I'll write it on this part.
So,
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we fill this out, and after he gets done doing
Yeah, he's doing the thing this evening.
Tonight.
Uh-huh.
are we having a special meeting and we gonna get help on this, or how we gonna get help on
I
this?
know. Wait, how you gonna get help on it? You get help by coming to me tonight.
You have a tutorial that Mike is presenting tonight. You have it in your packet there.
Right.
If you read through
This is
that,
this
that
is
might
what's
be able to
happening
help you.
tonight. This
That's-
9 pages
that's-
Yes,
here.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you telling me if I read that, it might
Something
be able
like
to
that.
help me with what Mike gonna
Well,
say?
either that or go to the meeting tonight.
I didn't know nothing about
Don't
it.
worry, it's gonna be video too.
Yeah, it's going to be videoed, yep.
Well, do me a favor, I'm pretty sure
I
you
was
probably just need to
estimating
send us the
this
link.
packet.
Because
I most certainly will.
I know I don't know what to do.
I'll send you guys the link to
That's
tonight's
The document,
tutorial.
That's what I got off the computer.
the okay.
That's the presentation you told me to get off the computer.
Was
Which
it
one? Let me see.
Presentation format?
Let me see.
There's only 3 things in there. One of them's from IMC or whatever, and the other 2 were yours.
Okay, I'll go back to the office and print them all.
Okay.
So we don't have.
Why don't
You
you
don't have what's on
Evidently
the
not.
email them to me, and I'll print them off here.
tape. Okay.
Okay.
Definition.
Can you email it from your computer here, your phone? No. Oh.
Okay. Anything else, trustees?
So this was it, Mike.
No.
Supposed to be? Okay.
That's
That's
what
good
I,
information. That'll
Okay.
be helpful. But I have a 24 slide PowerPoint that explains it all.
With images.
Do you have a
programs,
projector?
that would be preferable.
What'd you say?
I didn't think we
Pictures
had one,
and
so
more,
I was
less
trying to
text,
fix that.
more images.
Right.
That's why I wanted it in print.
I'm sorry, I
That's okay.
only saw those
Yes.
2-3 things on there.
No problem.
Okay.
Do you have a,
I think we got one here. Yeah.
okay.
Let me bring it.
Yeah, I got it on my, I think I brought my laptop.
Okay. I'll bring it. See
I
if we
still
can-
need to print it though for people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anything else, trustees? Next order of business, public comments. Any public comments?
Okay, I'm Steve Carroll. And if you remember last summer in a very lightly attended meeting, what did we have? Like, we had a quorum for 3, right? Kathy, Melinda, Patrick, you were here, Joy, Kelvin, gone. Okay, this is last summer, shortly after I got my neighborhood shot up for about the 3rd time. And I asked if the trustees, any elected official would speak out on gun violence. Patrick is consistently, he is the only elected official in this county that consistently speaks on this issue. Want to know what I got from the rest of you? I got crickets. And Ms. Cook came up to me after the meeting and said she didn't know anything about gun violence. Well, Ms. Cook, I would like to offer you the tour. Okay, I will show you where people have been shot and killed. That's pretty much all within 4 blocks of where I live. And I'll tell you, when you get your neighborhood shot up and you get gunfire in front of your house, it happens again and again. Your neighborhood is done. You have no other choice to stay, fight it out, push the city to do what needs to be done. And that doesn't happen. Township is trying to do a decent thing in amidst all the chaos. And security cameras will work. Dealing with the city is problematic. The social issues of what causes this, I'm probably in agreement with all of you. But we can't socially engineer our way out of this mess right now. This is desperate, okay? And I can see this is gonna be a fight, and I will be here for that fight. And as far as I am concerned, the fight starts here, okay? Sorry, I'm very angry, but I'm living it. It's, oh, Joy, you are too. And it's bad. You gotta get this done. People are dying. So, okay, sorry folks, that's it.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, thank you. Any other business coming before the town? No? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn until 4:30 p.m. Monday, May 2nd, 2022.
When this is due.
So moved.
So move.
All right,
So when this
I
is
need a
due.
second.
Second,
All righty, yes.
May 2nd. Okay.
Yes.
So bring these in.
Before that. Yes. Yes,
Wait, because the meeting
it's
is,
due May
May
2nd.
2nd.
so we
When
need
you
to come
say
have
due,
our
I gotta
tour.
take it downtown and they gotta stamp it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
County clerk's office and the Stewart Center.
Right, on the 5th floor.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I'm gonna put this in my calendar on my phone. So
All
I
right.
don't mess this up.
Ooh, why y'all give it to us so late?
Just, they give it out in April.
Yeah.
It's due in May.
What? Later. Okay.
Patrick's gotta tell them, every competitor, every governmental body, has gotta tell them who to send the letters to. Who
Really?
are the
Yes.
officials,
Now,
every year.
the reason why it's so late this year,
Uh-huh.
because we don't know how to fill it out.
Thank you.
I could have been
There
gave it
used
to
to just
you.
be some NA.
They used to call it the NA form.
Right,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
Now it's punishable by
That's
up
what
to,
it
Different
is.
kind of NA now.
Not anymore.
What you?
punishable by up to a year in jail.
What? I can't do 2 hours of that.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Or a fine of $2,500.
I can't pay that either.
Right,
Would be very challenged by someone having to go to jail for
Yeah,
Right.
getting this in
unlikely.
on time for
Very
a year. That is
now,
But there were people at the seminar who were making crazy comments like, I declined to answer. Oh, well, then you gotta take your chances.
So you went to the thing.
I went to a seminar on it, I studied it.
Uh-huh. I
I studied
believe
the
that.
material. That's why I prepared my own seminar for it in common English.
Wow. If I wasn't so sleepy, I'd come.
Doesn't prevent me from talking.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And you gonna go on and on and on, cause he gonna give us every detail.
absolutely.
No, I'm talking, but make it for common people, not for idiots like me.
So now, I didn't ask for an adjournment of this meeting.
Yeah.
We want a whole different
Said
conversation.
so moved.
And I got a second.
Oh, we did. I did. I marked
All
it down.
in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Meeting
So
adjourned.
moved.
Thank you.